guys showing here. I hope, oh my goodness, I betcha I didn't record the very first of it. I just went and did Aries and Taurus. Oh my gosh. Oops. All right, so Gemini. Gemini. What is this retrograde shifting in for you? What are they thinking? Are they planning on reuniting or coming back? Well, Gemini, I'm seeing here for you, you've got judgment. Judgment has a lot to do with returning, renewal of love. So Gemini, you're looking at making some adjustments in the relationship in order for you to get along. It appears that what needs to be healed is a lot to do with things were not really going forward. It just seems like things were going backwards. Somebody was not, I'm going to say someone wasn't taking care of themselves. They were focused on initiating, they were focusing on making everything happen, and it just wasn't working out for you. But you know, now they ask for a second chance, and it seems like they may have peered because they said they really cared for you, but they just wanted to see if they could fix this mess. And so you're trying to give them a chance to do that. See if I can look a little bit further into um, what is going on. Yeah, they had they wasn't really sure if this was something that they wanted to commit to. So they were quite guarded and had their boundaries up. And so because of it, it was making it really hard for them to be vulnerable. They really didn't want, they really have some problems with trust. I'm seeing here, yeah, they didn't think that you were, initiating and leading, so they had to do it. And so because of it, they felt like you weren't really initiating. They didn't want to wait, and so they took upon themselves to initiate, and that didn't make you feel really good. It just meant, hey Jessica, how are you? um Hi. Um, Jessica, I just was doing these readings for the longest time, and I'm not even sure if I got recorded the first of this. I'm not sure what's happening. So, welcome to Retrograde. Nice to see you, Jessica. All right, so let's look a little further in your energies. So, it looks like there is a reconciliation, or a second chance is what I'm seeing here. And the second chance has a lot to do with the fact that, they know they were not deciding really on what they wanted to do. They were really guarded, had their boundaries in place because they felt like they had to do everything for you, and they didn't want to wait. They were like, yeah, I don't want to be acting like the guy, I want to act like the girl, is hypothetical of what I'm seeing here. They felt really that you may even be you may be interested in them for their money, so you're testing them to see what they will pay for, or what. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if Aries and Taurus got recorded, to tell you the absolute truth. I completely did them, and I'm looking, I'm like, Um, I didn't see it come on, and I'm not sure what happened. I'll find out. I'll find out soon. So I might be doing a couple of free reads in here as well. So we'll see. So yeah, it looks like they're concerned that Gemini, that it was about initiating, testing out the water, seeing if you would provide, pay for the dinners or pay for the, it's kind of basically being more about, I want to see what I can get out of this. I wasn't really feeling that this is worth my time and effort. I kind of, am testing you out to see if I respect you. Is a little bit what's going on. Karmic cycle regarding wounds or lessons from this Venus retrograde. Let's Yeah, so definitely there is some possibility that someone's questioning if they even want to pursue this romantically. They're still healing over some heartbreak regarding like somebody needing to be right, like the lesson, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? It just seems like there is, Gemini, a little bit of conflict, maybe conflict over somebody feeling right, somebody didn't get an apology. Maybe there was something to do with a commitment here that wasn't, I see avoidant attachment type of energy in here, actually. And so this is appearing to be something that may be coming up, but that needs to be resolved. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. I have lost faith, and I cannot see a future with you anymore. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is. So yeah, so they're wanting you to initiate, step in your masculine energy. uh it appears that there is a reunion here, but they have to take the guards down for you to follow through. And it seems like there's a lot of like, well, is this worth it? Is this something I want to go and initiate? I mean, is this something I want to go and put my time and effort in? There's certainly a wound here that is showing up to be released. So, oh my God, that was hurt. Let's see. So I'm getting here that if you think there is no other choice and you hold tight to that one particular choice, you're going to see that it may be a one-sided relationship. And this happens frequently when someone is in a state of loss. Like if they feel that this person's going to leave, they'll go and try to initiate, oh no, you're leaving, I only want you, please, please, please don't go type of energy. And this is what I'm seeing here. You're all I want. You're everything I dreamed of. So this is basically what is coming up. If you wanted to see something a little bit more equal or a little bit more balanced, it would not be manifesting the same way. It would be more of contributing both equally. And this is very much a one-sided situation here that's coming up. I'm seeing, like I said, with this, there is a lot of holding back. I feel that this is, you feel like this is the only person for you. And so the other person knows that. And so because of that, they are, you know, chasing you pretty tight. And they're like begging and pleading, please, please, please. Um, I want you back. I want you back. And, you know, this is something that changed. Yeah, definitely, definitely a lot of needy energy there. And this is with Gemini. So I see very soon. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves from you. I am afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. All right. So, yes, Gemini, it looks very much like this is something that there is a possibility of a reconciliation. I am seeing very soon, if not happening already. And with your other person, they may be a little guarded, indecisive. They don't really know if this is what they want. And that's only because they want you to step more in your masculine energy, because Gemini, Gemini wants to be pursued, and your person needs to be more in their masculine energy. They don't feel naturally, organically pursuing you when they feel like you're chasing them. So this has a lot to do with someone chasing the other. It's been kind of like a one-sided situation, and you're questioning now if they were just interested in your money and not in Cancer. Okay, Cancer. What is this? No contact, twin flame, Venus retrograde, cycle. What energy is shifting for you? Is there a chance for a reunion? Are they even thinking about you? What's happening? Oh, right. Looks like somebody is in their head. I'm seeing here there tends to be a needing to shift about the lies and the deception. Somehow there has not been a lot of happiness going on at home. I don't know what kind of mask that you're pretending that everything is all right when it's not. And you have been creating, yeah, everything is okay, but it's really not. You haven't been really yourself. And your home life, your home life, and naturally what you feel is what you're receiving is not been aligned. So as long as you are being not yourself, you're not able to receive for yourself. But I certainly see that if are they thinking about you a lot? They're thinking about you a lot. The thing is, they feel hopeless that that they would be able to give you. They feel like, you know, maybe it's better off that they are not around you, because they feel a little bit like they cause you some pain. And so they're just trying to figure it out. Um, what healing still needs to be done? This is the pain. So I'm getting the Five of Cups. So there is some pain still needing to be healed. And so there are hidden feelings and energy What's going on in their mind space? I've got the Empress upside down. I've got here not talking. So basically it looks like their hidden feelings and energy is showing on what's going on in their mind. Well, they feel like they're taking you away from your happy home and your family. They feel that they may break a marriage up, they may break up their own marriage. They feel that there is not proper communication, or the communication is being a problem. For some, there may be an age difference, whether, you know, there may be quite of an age gap. So either there's immaturity and maturity, and you're not really being on the same page. So what's blocking this connection is somebody tends to not want to be in a commitment. They want to have the freedom to come and go as they please. And so it's kind of like, I just want to go and come as I please. The karmic cycle and healing messages. So what wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? Looking at them now. And what needs to be avoided. So, okay, so I'm looking at some denial. There is some conflict here. There definitely is energy where two people are not getting along. And so, and it's because of the fact that the masculine is not stepping in their energy. It seems like the masculine is being very lazy and not doing their part. I'm seeing that it's difficult for you to make this decision, Cancer, but it's time for you to look at the information that's being provided. And if you actually listen to your heart and your gut, you'll see that this is not going to work out, and that as long as the masculine is not doing their part, you know this is over. You know this is going to be over. And you know, as much as, you know, if you hang on and wait around, things may turn around. But that's the thing you're trying to figure out, is if you're willing to do that. It just seems like it's going to take a long time. What past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? I'm seeing here that the Lovers upside down, Ego upside down, and Ace of Pentacles are all upside down. So here you are questioning, is this how I manifest? Is this really all because of my limited belief systems in my head that I'm causing this problem with this relationship? Or is there a possibility that this is really a cycle that was karmic, that had to go? Was he really my karmic person? Was he really my twin flame? I don't know. Or she, could be she. But this is the thing, Cancer, you're looking at really hard is you're looking at yourself as you failed in some way by wanting so bad this to work out that it didn't. You're knowing that you didn't want this to end. You tried so hard to make this work out. You have put in a lot of effort to make sure this actually was stabilized and that this was your person. But the more that you did this, the more you became into a situation of healing. So if you really look at the possibility that this may not be beneficial for them, but it was beneficial for you. And as long as it was beneficial for you, that's all that matters. This doesn't need to be the relationship that was all about them. Maybe for once, this is about healing for you. Because I'm seeing the releasing of attachment to wants beyond needs was your lesson. You have some abandonment issues. And as long as you have those abandonment issues, they're going to come up again and again in your karmic lesson. That is for you, Cancer. Jessica, did you get a chance to try out the meditation that I uploaded yesterday? It was 2 of them I uploaded, but the one was on limerence and the other one was on soul fragments. I did that one twice today. I did it with a group and I did it with myself before the group, and I was just so enchanted by it. Are you still here? I see your thank yous, but I'm not sure if you understood my question. Maybe you left. All right, Leo. Ooh, Leo, a lot to do with relationships for you. So the energy is shifting in this. You are trying to heal your avoidant attachment. It appears that there has been pulling away of energy of people not. I did, but I didn't finish it. We'll be doing it again today. I've felt a lot better since. How far did you get in the other meditation? Because in the other meditation, the one I uploaded, it's like quiet, and then you'll hear like the music is based on the meditation. It's so cool when you actually listen to it. You'll understand what I mean. It's got drums in it, so it's really cool. All right, so Leo, so the energy that's shifting in this is your avoidant attachment, impulsive type of energy. It seems like there has been healing that was necessary about you detaching by the heart, you pulling back, you saying, oh no, I don't like this one. No, I don't like this one. There's something wrong with this. Because I'm seeing overall, you know, this is, yeah, you'll really like it. It's my favorite one of all of them. It's my favorite one of all of them. I'll tell you. Like, I really liked the one that I did with the 12 videos in it. But this one is a really, it really, like I said, I had to listen to it twice too. So I'm showing here, this has a lot to do with energies needing to be balanced. Parties need to be both put in equally for both of you. It seems like it's been one-sided type of relationships, and sadly, it has not been really balanced. And you are looking at how you can make this work out for more towards the two of you. Their feelings and energy regarding this connection. Okay, Leo, let's look into this. All right. All right. So I'm seeing a lot of healing. They were quite being needy, being insecure, and because of the fact that they started connecting more with their community and their friends and doing some healing work through their friends and their community, you weren't everything they desired. And when they started pulling back a little bit, you started realizing, oh, wait a minute. Um, you know, they they started healing, which meant it was time for you to see that it wasn't all about them. You thought it was them um being the problem. They noticed that, you know, you kind of feared being touched. You feared the intimacy, and they were becoming needy and asking a lot from you, and you just thought it was their problem, but really it started coming that you started paying attention to you. You see here that you push them away a lot. You know, you're subconsciously wasn't sure what was going on, why you were pushing them away. You seem to think it was important that they didn't pay attention to you in order for you to feel safe. And so what past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? Well, I'm seeing here that you are looking at, maybe you're not all that great. I'm seeing here that you weren't really clear on what was going on with you, what was going on in your head. And so it looks a little bit like you want to have a great relationship where you are giving your energy and not holding back. And so it's time for you to start working towards this a little bit, Leo, so you can have something a little bit more stable. So I see here you start questioning, you know, what is going to make you feel good, what's going to make you feel lovable, what's going to make you feel comfortable, no longer want to have situations that's going to make you insecure and that you're going to always be feeling that you have to run off. So you tend to look for relationships where you don't have to put in much responsibility or worry about attachments. So you do things really casual. And the only thing is it causes a lot of stress for you when it seems like everyone's moving on and you really kind of want somebody to stay. You're tired of the constant needing to move on to something else instead of staying focused on being in one relationship, or being able to rest and take your guard down and be who you are. Somebody who can tolerate this and not feel like you have to start over again and again. So it looks like, you know, you're constantly tired of running off to somebody else. So this is a retrograde of healing your attachment disorder. I'm not saying disorder. Everybody has different attachments. There's only a few different ones, and they're quite, actually. It's just that it just takes a lot more work. Messages for you, Leo. So I'm seeing here, Leo, this connection bores me to death. I need something really exciting. So this is probably, you know, what excuses that you were using whenever you kept on running from one person to another. No one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. These are all the thoughts of emotionally unavailable person, a very guarded, emotional, avoidant. And so, Leo, this is what is coming up for me, is that, you know, for Leos, is that you have to process and work on some techniques to help you through an emotional avoidant type of connection that is tending to create insecure types of reactions from your partner. Yeah, it shows here that you know, you need to believe that everybody's treated equal, everybody's born the exactly same way when they are born, but somewhere along the line, this is not past life, this is just something that happens from our learned behaviors. And because it's a learned behavior at a very early age, it does take a lot of work in order to reverse it, because it is subconscious. But it's subconscious because it was the way that you perceived that it was safe. And so, you know, we associate our training, you know, if you were always taught, you know, you have to eat a certain way, you can go and certainly change the way that you eat. It's just that it's always going to be the natural way. That's, you know, accents, for example. You'll hear accents. People can be away from a country for 30 years and you'll still hear that accent. So that's basically where it is. It came from a learned behavior, a response to an action of how you attach yourself when you had a caregiver. And that caregiver, you know, if they were suffocating, you would tend to respond in a certain way. All right, Virgo. Virgo, what's going on with Virgo, this no contact, twin flame, Venus retrograde, what energy is shifting for you? I've got two cards that fell on the floor, but see if I can get them. Okay, so I have the World card and the karmic card of walking away. And so I'm seeing here Virgo. So there is a completion of a cycle where you are not leaving, they're not leaving, and you are not needing to listen to the stories that you tell yourself in the head. You're over processing stories that you tell yourself, I gotta leave, I gotta leave, I gotta leave. You are dealing with that. It just seems like you now know this is not going to end. And this is something that you don't have to people please or apologize for. It is meant to stay. So, you know, let's look at what's going on with them. What is going on in their heart space? They feel unbalanced and uneasy. They don't know how to fix it. So there's a possibility you're involved with somebody. I'm seeing being needy. So you're involved with somebody that when they start pulling away, you start clinging to them and be needy, and it makes them feel uneasy. And you're trying to figure out how to work out these energies so you don't cling so hard and make it almost impossible for them to work things out with you. See a little further here, what is going on in headspace, other than they feel too much pressure, they feel unbalance and unease when you get needy. I'm also seeing that it seems like it stresses them out when you do that. You get insecure and it stresses them out, and they say like they can't handle that, so that's where everything starts going sideways. And so your hidden fears and what past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for you. All right. So I'm seeing here that you're no longer in denial. You understand that you sometimes subconsciously do things yourself. You react to energies just as well. You've been here looking at how your head plays into this. And sometimes you're not really happy when they pull away. You know, it seems like dopamine kicks in when they give you a little bit of attention, but you know, you start questioning if this is for you because you want more than what you're able to get. And so, are they learning their soul lesson here? Yeah, looks like they didn't want to pay attention before to how there was so much upheaval and trauma, and they're realizing the trauma wasn't just in them. I mean, in you, it was in them. They're realizing that this is something that they have to heal. This is not something for them to always give everybody else to deal with. So, you know, they know that you're gonna look at them and say, listen, you're too hard to love. I really don't know if I love you anymore. And so this is the thing, they really do see you as the person, and they don't want to go and look for somebody else. You know, they've been, you know, saying, can you focus on your part and pay attention to your head, and I'm going to see if I can learn to behave in mine. And so it just seems like, you know, they feel that if this continues to go on, you know, maybe there's a possibility that they don't love you and they are just resulting with this, but they would really like to see this resolved. Yeah, something that is coming up for sure. It looks like something that's happening that's natural and organic for them, and they collected it on their journeys since they were a little child. Getting outside, going for hikes is just a way of experiencing healing from it. So I am seeing here shifting. I'm next. I'm seeing that right now this is not the time to move forward in action. Um, they're not sure yet if they're ready to stay here. I'm seeing that they still have it in their head that maybe this may be you and not them, but they're hoping that they can be recognized for all their hard work by showing up and trying to work on what is preventing them from loving you instead of what is causing pain. So it's all about perspective. All right, I need to get some water. A minute. All right, I am I'm not showing. I'm not showing up. I hate that when that happens. Am I even showing? I don't see myself. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. So, Libra. Libra, I'm seeing here for you for this twin flame no contact retrograde time for the Venus. I'm seeing for you looking at your releasing and letting go because of the things that you no longer want to put your energy to. It's important for you to look at what needs to be aligned of what are you willing to expand on, what are you willing to grow with, what are you willing to transform, right? So they're hidden feelings for you. All right, so I do see here that for you, Libra, they are thinking of they don't feel attractive to others. They feel a little bit like their body is not perfect. And they tend to focus an awful lot on their hard work of healing anxiety and the innocence of how to start over. You know, they're doing a lot of work on achieving success with anxiety and stress. So the wounds or lessons that are resurfacing for you to address and deal with. I have here, you are doing a lot of healing for sure. You are looking at the soul level of how to heal being so disconnected, how to have compassion, how to love your person. There is a possibility that you're looking at really who you love and if you are showing up for that person. Are you healing that person? How can you be more giving towards them in a healing way? I am seeing here that there has been a lot of grief and suffering and conflict for you, and it just seems like you were lowering your standards and you started looking at ways that you were losing all your time and value into this. There was a possibility of thinking, do I want to lose them to someone else? And then you tried to look at the possibility of, you know, was it even you or them, right? Like all this time and effort you put into this, you're just like, I don't want to just go and do all of this and someone else. But there was a lot of needing to change the helplessness in this relationship because you felt very much being a victim in the circumstances. And when you felt so helpless to change the situation, you realized you weren't really actually initiating making a change. You just wait for them, and you wouldn't say anything in the first place. You weren't communicating your needs very clearly. You wouldn't discuss how you feel. And so it was important for you to actually communicate a little bit better. And that's what's coming up. What's shifting for you is, oh, it looks like, you know, this could turn into a relationship for you once the doors to communication starts opening up. See through here. Yeah, I smile on the outside, but I'm dying on the inside. I don't want to be contacted right now. I want to be left alone. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. So, you know, this is the thing. Your person doesn't understand why you even have an interest in them. They don't, you know, when you don't want to be contacted, they don't understand why. And it has a lot to do with you just like, you know, pulling yourself in and trying to figure some things out. And, you know, sometimes you just like to be on your own, and they think it's just because you're not attracted to them. And so this is the energy that needs to come up to be released. All right. I just need to grab. All right. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. No contact, twin flames mean retrograde impact on your relationship. What is shifting for you? All right. So I'm seeing here for you, Scorpio. What's shifting for you is you're letting go. You're doing a lot of letting go. It's time for you to start create something new. You know that you had to let go a long time ago, and you were holding on. You just wanted to not let anything go. And it's time for you to move on to greener pastures. You know that you desire something more. You know you're deserving of something more. And this is just a time for you to receive what you worked so hard for. It's time for you to let go of what no longer serves you. And so what is their feelings and energy about that? What's going on in their heart space? I'm showing here they want they're well, you've got here you've got here that you've got here that they are letting go of their dreams. Is they're starting to realize you're not compatible with. that you really are not a match. And so they're looking at having an open mind too. So it looks like you're both realizing that it's time to move on for both of you. You're both in that position. What is blocking the connection from moving forward? Yeah, it looks like a lot of healing of the reason why you guys are being so disconnected is it's a time for new beginning for both of you. And the karmic cycles and healing messages is what past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? Well, basically, we have been paying so much attention to winning this, fixing this, and making this work. You forgot what you deserve. Like, it looks like, you know, this was bound to change. You know, you are not feeling like you're with the person you love. You don't feel any initiative to put any effort into this. You don't feel that you're receiving what you deserve. You feel a little bit like the person is not showing up for you. And you have been trying to fix this and fix this and fix this, and it's just not going anywhere for you. Are they learning their soul lesson here? Yeah, no, I'm seeing here that they've been so stressed out, trying to be the ideal person for you so that you can give them that love that that they want, so that they can feel that they complete their part in this. But it's really about they deserve it, you deserve it, but it's all in their head. They know that this is ideally on paper looks good, but it's not. You're not in alignment at all. You're not in alignment because you're not compatible. And so because you're not compatible, it's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. Yeah, somebody's emotionally shut down. I have to become too difficult for me. You have become too difficult. Yeah, it's a big turnoff. So it just seems like you're not compatible. You both are not looking at how to make this work. You're either not compatible or you're too much alike. And so what's going to happen here for you? Well, it looks very much like, you know what, if you wait a little bit longer, you're going to see as soon as you are ready to actually leave this person, you know, just hold on a little bit longer. You will be very, very happy with that. You need to just wait a little bit longer. And if you do, you're going to see that all your hard work and effort will be rewarded. Sagittarius. Contact, twin flame, Venus retrograde impact on what's going on with you. All right, so Sagittarius, I'm seeing here a cycle is coming to a close. You no longer want to feel a victim in this situation where your person seems to be emotionally unavailable. You are needing to, like, you know what, I deserve so much better than this. I know this is not me being insecure. This is really not about me at all. But I feel I deserve better. I definitely should be getting more than what I am. And so this is a cycle ending because this is about your person showing up and showing you how much they love you. And they will. They definitely, they love you. They think you're very desirable. And it's just a challenge that you are not to overcome. They are. All right. They are to resolve this indifference between you two. And this is not because of you. You just need to stand up for yourself. You know you deserve better. And it's fair. Stand up for yourself. You deserve better. Their hidden feelings, well, they feel that they have to overcome this challenge of being avoidant attachment. They know that somehow they're not sure what's going on with their head. And so when they look at what behavior happens, sometimes they know it's subconscious, and they don't know why they do what they do, but they do pull away and they're aware of it. They're not sure why they do it, but they do. They play hard to get, and they know they have to be a little bit more open for you. What is blocking the connection? I'm seeing here that it has a lot to do with them healing the stress that they had regarding some money. It looks like they shared money with somebody else. And when they shared money with somebody else, they had a big loss. So I put this as when they gave into something that someone else put into as well, when they had shared resources, a marriage. Ooh, marriage. So it looks very much like they're still healing and recovering from a marriage where they felt like they lost out a lot. They got hurt pretty hard. Uh, um, what wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? All right. So I'm seeing here, you get the Page of Swords upside down. You've got, actually, I think that was already. You get the Page of Swords, you get the Tower upside down, you get the Three of Coins, and you've got the Ten of Wands. You know what? I'm seeing here that it needs to be a discussion here, and there needs to be a conversation. And once somebody speaks out, there is going to be a lot of healing, because you and this person are going to be able to work things out. Anything that has been stressing you out, if you are able to initiate the talk, because I do see here that not only is there communication, but there is going to be adjustments made in order to see the passion in this to be worked out. I see aces, lots of aces here. There is a need. There is a need. I do see something here regarding them being not feeling shameful. They don't want to hurt you. I need to be free from myself, from my fear. I need to free myself from my fear and doubts. I'm a caged bird. Yeah, rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. I feel abandoned by you, and it's triggered my childhood trauma. I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. Yeah, there seems to be something about this person. Let's look into let's look into soon future, because the lesson that's coming up is there needs to be a talk. Yeah, it looks like that talk is going to work things out. There is need of some communication to heal this pain that's happening between you two. And when that happens, you're going to see this person really come around and become more of your dream partner, more following the heart and being more loving and supportive. In fact, the energy behind it is, you know what, you both can actually get along in this and both work this out. So there's a possibility this can work out after all, once the communication is there. All right. I initialize that all that will align with my vibration. If everyone will show up and raise a Capricorn. Something there about you needing to not lower yourself or your standards to meet others at their level. All right, so for you during this Venus retrograde, no contact twin flame, second weekend. All right, so I'm seeing here you're exploring quite a bit of your energies, and what is shifting is, do you feel that it was benefiting you to be in so free spirit? What, you feel like you're so close to something and you're not sure what it is, but really what it was is that you felt hopeless. You felt hopeless that nothing was ever going to happen and that you were not going to receive your true love or your soulmate in the end. That's all you wanted, was your person. And you seem to be taking it personally that you can't manifest them. And you're starting to question, what am I doing wrong here? Why is my person not there? All right. So let's look at your person. What do they think of you? Well, they're looking at you and saying, well, I don't know if I love that person. They are, I like engaging with them. I like to interact with them, but I don't know if I love them. And so what's going on in your mind is, but you're like, but I I feel so ready to receive my soulmate. So ready. It's like all I want really is to be able to stay grounded in one relationship. I don't want to be looking anymore. And it looks like this connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. You just want something to liven you up a little bit. You just want something a little bit more stimulating than what you are living right now. It just seems like everything is you know, you're only willing to deal with breadcrumbs. You want something with a little bit more substance. And so what is blocking the connection to moving forward for you? I'm seeing here you've got the Star, 5 of Coins, King of Coins, 3 of Earth upside down, and 10 of Fire upside down. So, you know what? This has a lot to do with your belief system. You know, if you are coming in with the lack of victim mindset, even though you have high expectations, it just seems like your energy is not showing up. So there seems to be, you're having a high expectation of from a victim mindset. You're not manifesting from abundant mindset, you're manifesting from a victim mindset. So you're manifesting from a lack instead of manifesting from already abundant. Like, look at me. So if you were like, oh, where are they? Where are they? It's different that, oh my gosh, I've got so many men. I've got so many men contacting me. I've got so many choices. I don't know what, you know, there is such a difference in that energy. So what past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing at this time? Well, the lesson is when you're coming from a victim mindset, the next thing that's happening is, do you feel that they are selling for you, or are you feeling that you're going to be settling with the next person that contacts you? Because there's an energy here of you questioning if you're selling with somebody who isn't right for you, just because it feels safe. Or, you know, are you actually aligning with someone who would be perfectly a great match for you? And so what's coming up for lessons surface for healing is, wow, you've got Knight and King upside down and a Knight up above. So the conflict is, you know, are you avoiding attachment, or are you just having a being troubled with overcoming a challenge? You know, are you lovable, or is this just something that you still need to fix? This is what's coming up, because I am seeing that you're healing the victim mindset. You are to work towards, you're not emotionally available, and that has a lot to do with how things have been manifesting in your life, because of the fact that you don't feel very much in control of your inner self. So let me look. I'm just gonna pull some of these words away and we'll look at what's coming. All right, so Capricorn, what is coming up next for you? And what I see that is coming up next for you is by you being responsible by what you know that you deserve, and what is like what, so you need to be responsible to what you think you deserve and what makes you insecure. And when you do that, you'll see that you won't be transitioning again and again. This is basically going to be about you seeing what is blocking your relationships. It's just, that's all you need to do is be responsible take note and be responsible. See how you can focus on having what you want instead of focusing on the lack of what you don't want. You can shift that focus. You'll have healing of what you want, and instead of being stressed out about things not happening in a time frame. You know, just focus on the positive of what you are knowing it's coming to you. It's already done. It's already there. Don't be focusing so much on the time. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, twin flames, no contact, Venus retrograde, impact on your energy. What is going on with you? Where is your energy shifting in this separation? All right, so I'm seeing here a lot to do with your healing, your emotional disconnection, because of where you had noticed a lot of um, pulling back from you being happy and satisfied. It just seemed like they focused more on, it just seemed like a focused a lot more on um, others that were a priority, soulmates, other people. You just wanted to see that you're not, you want it to be more important. Like you want it to be important in their life. You are starting to look at, you know, is this all I'm going to get in my life? You know, am I important? Is this my soulmate? Is this my person? This is this is the thing. Like, you know, where are my tribe? Where's my people? I am seeing here that what's going on in their head. Well, they certainly don't like how things have changed with you. You seem to be changing how you are um, confident and even really focused on the opportunities that's coming up for you. You know, your happiness seems to be something like, you know, you taking advantage of the traveling and opportunities to make things work out for you is showing up here. And it just seems like they're not sure what to think about it. And let's go into this a little deeper. Yeah, I'm seeing here that I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. I feel abandoned by you. So, yeah, it seems like you have been going off, doing your own thing, focusing on what makes you happy, and they don't feel like they're contributing much of that anymore. You know, you're not looking at them as their savior, and they don't see how they're contributing to all of this. And so, you know, are they going to reach out? What is blocking this connection? Well, definitely I'm seeing them reaching out. The thing is, there is a desire to reach out, and because you seem to be everything they desire, you complete them. They, you know, they feel that yeah, you're gonna, if you haven't heard from them yet, you're definitely going to get a happy surprise. But they said, yeah, this is something I want. This is something I desire. This is something that makes me feel satisfied. I feel belong. I feel joy. I feel sexy. I feel desirable here. And so this is what they feel here with you, Aquarius. What past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? Um, so I'm seeing here that you had to move on from a relationship that abruptly happened quite fast, and you had to overcome it, that you were feeling really dissatisfied and nothing was going well for you, and it was just, you know, about you wrapping up some old cycle, about you letting go. And so that's why it wasn't working for you. So right now, coming up for you, I'm seeing here that, you know, you're not to go back to the old ways of doing things in a relationship. You know, this is not about you seeking a path on your own. It's just some days you may be more willing to get out and to explore, and some days you may not. So, you know, don't commit to anybody yet. Just, you know, kind of keep yourself emotionally available, and, you know, don't don't make any commitments yet. But, you know, there is definitely something here for you to look at, is how can you be emotionally fulfilled. Make that a priority in what you are seeking. All right, so, and Pisces. All right, Pisces. Venus retrograde, no contact, twin flames. What's taking place? Right. Venus retrograde, what energy is shifting for you? You have the Tower. All right, so you have the Tower. You know, there seems to be some trauma or something that has been not able to change, a cycle that keeps on repeating itself over and over and over again, and you keep on thinking new people. Hey Dawn, you keep on thinking new people, new situations. This may be different for you, but you know, deep down inside it has a lot to do with you and what you feel you deserve. You're working really, really hard at focusing on what you deserve, and you keep on repeating a cycle over and over again that seems to be very karmic, where you have to apologize and try to fix it. So, what do they think? Well, they feel that you can't seem to fix this. You know, you have impulse controls, you're not able to overcome it, and this has been happening for a long time now. They are showing here that you need to talk to somebody about why you are spending all of our money. What's going on in their head? Well, they feel, or what's going on in your head, you feel a little bit like you have some impulse control. I see you when you're not happy, you feel like I want to do some love. You know, I feel like I love to shop, I love to spend money, I love to, you know, give money out, and it makes me feel really loved. It makes me feel really good. And so this is what's going on. So what past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing? Well, it looks like it's something that is going on inside that you're subconsciously not aware of, that you have been really stressed out, and it may be something to do with it may have a lot to do with healing the fact that someone had to come clean and talk about some things that they have noticed that was happening, that you didn't like their perspective of what they thought about you and them, and it didn't seem like you were apologizing or being forgiving or taking care of their needs. And you felt like they weren't taking care of yours. So what's coming up? I see here a possibility of you focusing more on self-love. You're going to see love is going to show up. And when you cannot focus so much on, you know, the passion and the sex, you're going to see that there is actually love. And they're not going to be emotionally immature. They're going to be actually much more mature. There's somebody more mature it's coming away. And yeah, but they may have some attachment issues. They may have some control issues. I definitely see some control issues. They may want to be a provider in some way. That's what I'm. You still here, Dawn? You still here, Dawn? Oh. Do you want me to do a little reading on you? I can do a little energy check. All right, Dawn, no contact, twin flame, no contact reading. What is this Venus retrograde impact and shifting for you? All right, so for you, I am seeing here that you had to be courageous. You had to pay attention to your inner work, so that you had more self-control in your behavior, so that basically you're releasing anything that no longer serves you. You're knowing you're going through a big transformation. It has a lot to do with childhood nostalgia. You're doing a lot of inner child work, because that's what I'm doing next after this is inner child work. That was next what I was going to do. Yeah, that's what's coming up. Looks like you're doing a lot of inner child work. What energy is shifting? Are you oh, I see you're very critical about yourself or about the qualities in what you want in another. So you're being very critical, criticizing. You know, you're like, if somebody shows up, you're like, you're looking at them in a suspicious way or critical about what's going on. I do see some self-victimization, a little bit of a mirror. So if you're questioning if they're going to abandon you, you'll probably abandon them first. If you are scared that they're not going to be emotionally available, you'll probably push them away first. It just seems like in a negative, unwanted attention, that is, you're going to justify somebody else by you initiating behavior. Just to switch it out. So what's going on in their head? Well, they're saying that you can be a little too much for them to deal with. And well, obviously, that sounds a little bit like it's a defense mechanism that you're having. Yeah, they've got here, you're too much for them to deal with. You're becoming very difficult, and they find that a little bit of a turn off. You're not being playful. You're being more of turning them off because it's becoming challenging instead. All right, so let's look into this a little bit more. What is blocking you from this connection? So what's blocking you from this connection is you have a fear of failure. You fear that it is going to be over before it even begins. You are trying to seek the meaning of your existence, and you want a meaningful relationship that they are willing to give to you. You don't want to feel like it has to be you. You feel you have given enough. You don't want to give more to something. You just feel like, if I'm gonna get involved with somebody, your values and ethics may not align with theirs, because it just seems like you have a fear of failure, you have a fear of commitment. And so you tend to push people at a distance, and it's kind of like, yeah, this is not going to work out. This is not going to work out. Yeah, I've got my home, I got everything I need. This is not going to work out. And so it just seems like relationships stress you out, especially if you feel that there is a possibility that it could be a fated type of relationship. It stresses you out even. So anybody who seems to be an energy of a soulmate or something more, you're like, yeah, you shut it down quick. The past wounds or lessons are resurfacing for healing. There's a card here that wasn't even supposed to be here. Because I have rejecting you was protecting myself. Ooh, it's got some heavy avoidant attachment issues here. So I see in here, it was a time for you, this chapter, to learn a lot, education on how to finish doing some of the work that was necessary so that you can create this new love and not attack the other person. It's important for you to do this because you know you deserve a person that's going to love you. And you've got the King of Water, the Awakening, and the Queen of Water needing still some healing. So this is your mindset. This is your mindset. I no longer want conflict with my lover. I no longer want conflict with my person. I want us to desire each other. I want us to be able to talk to each other. I want us to be able to have something wonderful. Well, you want it, but you seem to be very reactive. You're skittish. You have this energy of a cat thrown in a bathtub, and the cat doesn't normally like baths. And this is because it's unfamiliar territory. Oh, sorry. Let me see. I'm going to look into this a little bit more. All right. So you're wondering, right now you're looking at, are you ready? Because you don't think you're ready. You feel like there's more work that you have to do. You feel like there's a lot more inner child work that you have to do. And definitely is, I feel emotionally unavailable yet. I don't want to be alone in this, but I don't feel ready to move forward yet. You feel it's something that you have to do in order for you to go through this renewal, this rebirth. But this is the thing, you know exactly that this is the time for it. Yeah. This is what's coming up for you. All right. Well, Donna, thank you for letting me read your energy. That's what's come out. Loves you lots. Well, anyway, that is the messages that came through for today, and I hope that these will help you later in the week. By Friday night, I'm going to do our weekend eclipse in Virgo reads and how they're going to affect all of you. I'm also going to do next, I have a live that's coming up shortly. I want to do some inner child work, inner child healing work. It's not a meditation, but if you haven't had a chance, go and check out my meditation that I've just uploaded. One of my favorites. And it is a hypnosis to heal your inner being, your soul fragments that may have been lost. And it's really, really great for healing. All right, loves you lots. I hope you have a great night. I feel that the messages really came through, and I hope that they help you along this time with the Venus retrograde. And if this is the first time you come to join my channel and to hang out, please take the time to subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'll be doing many more free reads coming up for you. All right, thank you very much, and thank you for joining me